It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Titans and the Texans coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
First carry for James Conner. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Taking it about the 16. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
They run on 1st down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. Runs over it.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Kyle Pitts, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the keeper. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Faking the give. Now Watson. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Denzel Mims there to make the grab. And the Titans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Tannehill's throw taken in by Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the... The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Watson, off play action. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play that time for the Titans. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff to Connor. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't...
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tannehill. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. To Connor on the check down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the 44, Tannehill. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Tannehill on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
29 is Mike 29. Ain't no...
Tannehill throwing again. Going deep this time for Miller. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
51 Mike 51. Hey, here I come.
On first down, it's Watson being chased out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30.
Let's go, boy.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Buying time to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Stop. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Throwing on third down, Watson escaping the pressure right. Oh, he gets loose right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Texans send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Watson. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that go. He's got a man complete. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A big play that time for the Titans. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. Trucks over him. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. He said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd down and 5. Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe
touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now here is another interception. picked off at the 21. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Check 5. Check hot route. Hot.
From the 16, Watson.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on third down.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon.
And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston set to take over. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Brevin Jordan.
75 yards.
And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
On first down, Watson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And got his man complete.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On first down, Tannehill. Pass incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. This is Miller. Complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Carlson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's 2nd and 8.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On third down, Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on them.